Welcome to Movement Focus Studio. Thursday mornings at 9, we do a gentle yoga flow. So come onto your mat, bring a block with you, maybe a blanket if you need that for your knees. You can always have your water bottle nearby. So I'm Phyllis at Movement Focus Studio. We're going to your easy sitting position. And today I want to start us with a mudra, Surya Mudra. The mudra of radiant light. So let's take our hands, and if you bring your middle finger and your thumb together, let the other fingers relax outward. And then placing the thumb over the nail of that middle finger. Let your palms, the back of your hand, rest on your legs. And then maybe just take your eyes in a downward gaze. Take a long, slow, deep inhale breath through your nose. Exhale the breath out. This mudra helps us with clarity, personal power, and self-esteem. It supports our digestion. It aids in the assimilation of life experiences. Experiences that maybe we bring onto our mind. It helps energize the effects of helping us to cultivate our passion, our clarity for that personal power. Take that deep inhale and slow exhale. As digestion is not always just digestion that we hear in the rumblings of our stomach, but it's digestion of thoughts, processes, and things that we encounter in life. So as you just take this few moments, just kind of center yourself, focus on you, focus into your breath. Allow the mind to clear. Take that deep inhale, slow full exhale again. And as we begin to move into our practice, I want you to lift that mudra up towards the sky. Deep inhale, nice, long, and slow as you reach out. Gaze upward. Let your shoulders relax and soften. And then gently open the palms of the hands. And then bringing the hands together to come down into your heart center in your Anjali Mudra. And take another breath and exhale out. So one breath always follows the next. Inhale, reaching the arms up, and then exhale, take a nice little twist. Bring your hand over your knee and the other one behind you. And as you're moving away from that side, let the opposite side relax and release. Sit a little taller, crown of the head reaching upward. And then inhale from the arms up again in the center. And exhale as we go to the other side. So try to flow through your practice without anticipation of going anywhere. And once you arrive there, take that next breath and try to twist into it just a little more. Try to sit just a little taller. Feel the small, subtle changes that happen in the group. Slowly bring your hands up. Lean back just a little, let your shoulder blades, the scapula draw down the back side. And then bring your hands back to your heart center in your Anjali Mudra. Take a deep inhale breath. Exhale, let your legs soften as you lean into them, bringing the elbows to your knees. A nice gentle movement, but just checking into where your body is. Slowly we'll lift up, and I'd like for you to extend your legs out long. So while I'm facing you right now into the camera, I will move into a sideways position, and that I will do. So take your legs straight out, and I'd like for you to flex your feet back. So you'll feel the quad tighten and your hamstring push into the mat. And as you do this, see if you can sit a little taller. Your hands can rest right here on your legs. And now if you find yourself in that position where you're sitting back here, I'd like for you to take and use your hands and just pull your seat out from under you more or less. So then you can sit up a little taller and then engage the lat muscle by letting the shoulder roll back and down. So right there, let your hands, your palms come to the floor. Inhale, let the shoulders rise up, and then exhale. Feel the scapula glide down the spine. So again, inhale, let the shoulders move. Exhale, bring them down. And when you bring them down, we can engage the lat muscle. So now take your arms sliding behind your back. And now bring them back a little bit and lift the chest just a little and gaze straight forward. So where your eye level is, just straight in front of you. Feel the collarbones widen. This is an important area in the upper body. We'll pause there, and then slowly bring your hands around. Bring the arms forward, sit tall. Keep those shoulder blades in, and now just hinge forward. Hinge forward. Feel that? Flex your feet. Did you lose the feet? Right there, we'll pause. Take a deep breath. Slowly take your opposite arm across as if you were reaching in the direction of the ankle as you reach the other arm back. Just taking a nice little twist, like we're trying to bring everything out this Thursday morning. Slowly come back to center, and then to the other side. So right there. Sometimes I think our twisting and turning, right? We slept on our side. Who knows how we slept? Can you reach forward? Can you reach into the air? And then slowly we'll come all the way up. From here, I'd like to bend one leg in so we open that hip. The other one can move slightly outward. And then placing your hands just in front of you gently. Again, not with any expectations that we're going to move forward. We are just going to stay right here and feel into the sensation of this is my right hip. Take a deep breath and see if you can let that knee melt and open. So that knee would have to melt and open in that hip for us to get into a pigeon pose. And as you see me inching my hands out and flexing my foot. So just be aware of what you're moving. Feel those subtle sensations. Deep breath. Now I'm going to let my right arm come back. I'm going to brace it behind my back so that it pulls my shoulder back and down. As you gently reach over, maybe you just land right there. That's fine. So take a deep breath, see if you can roll that shoulder open a little bit and gaze over that shoulder. And then reach to where your hand gently reaches. Think of a gentle, right? Deep breath, inhale, exhale. Can you rotate just a little more? Notice the sensations, the pratyahara. Slowly, then we'll come all the way up and we're going to prepare the other side. So bringing that leg in and that leg out. That. And then right there, let that leg just settle for a moment. Place your hands in front. We're not going anywhere. Just hands right there. Deep breath. Now I'll be turning in a direction away from you. But you can see what I'm doing. So take this arm, we're going to bring it behind your back. And then as you gently just reach over. Just because you did something on one side doesn't mean the other side is open to that. So just recognize that. Stay there, give it a breath. Try to sit a little bit taller. And then maybe we're able to reach a little further forward. Now you can see if that's possible, just which side of the foot, or if you can reach to both sides and how that changes. So start to notice these subtle nuances, subtle differences. From here, we'll come all the way back up. And let's come to table on our hands and knees. Bringing your knees directly under your hips and your hands directly under the elbow, which lines up under the shoulder. Take that deep breath right there. Move into that position. Maybe let your hips sway side to side a little bit. We'll pause there, and then we'll come into our cat. So we'll exhale as you pull the belly in. And those will really down the bottom. And then slowly we'll arch the back. And you'll gaze off the edge of your mat or even off the wall. So slowly do that again. Give that spine breath. Exhale, releasing everything. Inhale nice and long as you arch. And then we'll pause here. Take your knees to the width of the mat. And then begin to sit back. Gently sitting back. So let's notice the gentleness of sitting back. And you notice the knee open gently for you. Because it is morning. Take that deep inhale and exhale. If you're doing this in the evening, you've been going all day, maybe your body's just a little more open. So take a deep inhale breath and really come into that breath. Feel how your rib cage expands on the diaphragm as it fills up. And exhaling as it contracts. Take one more breath and then we'll slowly lift up. Like keep your hands exactly where they are. Fingertips pressing in, heel of the hand, your thumb. As you bring your chest forward through your arms, slide your knees back in under you. Tuck your toes, lift up into plank. Pause here. Now come into bear pose as you press back. And then slowly come all the way back into your table. But your arms are slightly forward. Pause there, grab your block. Place the block between thighs. Keeping your hands in that same position. Extend the toes, sit back. Then come up, find your plank. Tuck your toes. Tighten those hips. And then slowly come into bear. Bend the knees, press back. Feel the squeeze on that block. Rise into down dog, our very first down dog. So as you come up, take that deep inhale. Exhale the breath. Let your heels become heavy towards the mat. Let the neck release any tension and stress downward towards the mat, towards the earth. Deep breath, and then can you find that scapula innervation where you squeeze through the lat muscle? Deep breath. Come back into bear. From bear, come back into your down dog. Pause there, and then come into your plank. And then back to your knees on the mat. We'll take the block out. As you felt the sensation of the block, come into child's pose again. Set your arms up to where your fingers are pressing into the mat. Kneel the hand, your head relaxing between the arms. Inhale, come forward into that child's pose plank. Tuck the toes, come into your full plank. Take a deep breath, come down into your bear pose. And then into down dog as you press the heels down. Taking that deep inhale and exhale. And then slowly we'll bend the knees to the mat. And we'll step your left foot forward for lizard. In lizard, rise up, sweep the arms back. And then let your hips fall forward as you gaze up the wall and lean back. And as you pause there for 2 more breaths, we'll take that deep inhale and exhale. I have to adjust the volume on that. No. Bring your hands into your heart center and then slowly come over and into a revolved position, bringing that arm up. Taking that deep inhale and exhale. Then slowly, as you bring that arm down, you walk back to a half split. Pausing there. And then slowly we'll slide the foot through. I apologize for the interruptions that for some reason decided they would invade our practice. So as we come back in the table, we take that deep inhale and exhale. Maybe the music spawned that episode. So come into your cat position, round up, and then into your cat. Close up your toes, come back into bear and into down dog. From down dog, we'll come back to bear. Then you'll step your right foot forward, find your lizard pose as we sweep back and lift up. Taking that deep inhale, slow exhale breath. And then bringing the hands into your heart center. Another breath, inhale, exhale as one arm comes down and the other one comes up. And then letting that arm sweep downward and we'll come back, moving back into that quarter split. Just pausing there, you feel the stretch in the hamstring, maybe the ankle. And then we'll slowly move that leg back in under us. Return to child's pose, sitting back. As you reach the arms forward, bringing the forehead to the mat, take a deep inhale and exhale. And then slowly from child's pose, placing the hands exactly where they are. The distance of your child's pose to your child's pose push-up to your plank is the same. Leverage yourself forward, bend your knees to bear. And then slowly into down dog, where you take 3 breaths, inhale and exhale. And as you breathe in and out, just allowing yourself to be there in that down dog. Well, let your head relax, let your right knee bend, and focus on just the left leg, pressing that heel down, feeling into the strength of the left leg, staying right here. Again, remember, no anticipation, just sensation, feel into your pate home. Pause there, can you push your weight back into that hip just a little more, and then begin to pick that right foot up. And now begin to thread it back through as you point the toe and you tighten the glutes. Then we come into our three-legged dog and you reach. And then slowly we'll take that right foot and step it forward. As you step your right foot forward, finding your lunge position. So anchor your feet in. Not too quick to rise. Think of nice and slow. Find your footing, your strength as you lift up. And then we sink down and we lean back. Taking a breath for each movement. Hands come into your heart center. Take a deep breath here and just pause. Feel into the sensations of what's happening. Then inhale the arms up, opening the arms to exhale, pausing there. And then slowly let the shoulder blades sink down and we'll take a little rotation, rotating in opposition. Again, maybe challenging your balance. Pausing there, we'll slowly come all the way over. Our revolved crescent lunge. So thinking about the position of that forward right knee and the position of the left shoulder. Pausing here. Slowly let the right hand come down. And I want you to drop down in, press back into that heel, push your heart forward. Coming into plank position as you slide that leg back. We'll pause there and we'll take our first chaturanga to lower down. And then to scoop upward. Taking that flow. You're welcome to come into a child's pose right there. Just to reset yourself. And then slowly coming back into your bear and into your down dog. Once you arrive in down dog, let the head relax and release, let the shoulders release. Deep breath to inhale and exhale. Coming into our side two, which will be your right foot anchors down as you shift that weight into that right. Not really lifting the leg yet. No anticipation. Push your weight back into that right hip. Pause there. Feel the position of the shoulders. The lats are engaged. Your head is released. And then begin to bring that leg up. Pointing the toe, then thread it all the way back and reach. Tighten glutes. Deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. And then with your next breath, we'll step that foot forward. Again, finding your crescent lunge, so put that foot in place. Find your foundation in your feet and then rise up to our crescent lunge. Pausing in crescent, we'll gaze upward. As you lean back and you sink in, dropping the hips. Just a little. Remember that side move. Bring the hands into your heart center. And then slowly release, bringing the arms up and out wide. And here's where we may challenge our balance. So gaze straight forward. Your drishti, where do you focus your eyes? Or maybe you follow to the side. And then slowly we'll come over into that right hand to the mat. Left arm reaches up. Or revolving that crescent. Slowly the left hand comes down. Then you'll let your hips drop as you gaze up the wall. Increasing that stretch. Placing your hands in position on the mat where you can slide that leg back into our plank position. Take your chaturanga. Scoop to up dog. Bring yourself back into your child's pose. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Slowly then begin to make your way into bear, tucking your toes. Feeling into the sensations and then rising back into down dog. Let your head drop down. Deep breath. And then we'll slowly walk your feet one step at a time forward. Do you need to come into your fingertips? Yes. So notice the subtleness right there. As you walk forward, sometimes anatomically maybe somebody can do it with flat hands, maybe not. So come into a ragdoll, cross your arms. Notice if your knees are soft, and that's fine if they are. If you want to try to straighten them a little more, turn your tailbone up and let your upper body just dangle. Deep breath. Exhale. Then soften the knees, sweep the arms wide as you roll all the way up to standing. Come all the way up into Tadasana. Let your shoulders soften. And then bring the hands into the heart center as we pause here. Taking that deep inhale and exhale. Take another deep breath as you just pause here. Standing at attention. Then inhale. The arms all the way up, and we'll reach the arms wide, sweeping the swan leg. Uttasana, forward fold. Put your weight into your left. As you step your right foot back, finding warrior one. So again, your warrior one, your right big toe points towards that right corner. And you push down into your heel, find your foundation in your feet. And then slowly sweep the arms and lift all the way up. And once we get here, bring your hands to your heart center. If you need to make an adjustment, find that adjustment and now drop into that posture. Feel that posture. Inhale the arms up and exhale the arms wide to place the heel of the hand on your hips. Now pressing that right hip level where they're level with the left hip. Pausing here. And then slowly sweep the arms up into a cross position wide. And we'll take that another twist again. And as you twist, you may feel that sensation of that right leg twisting. Pausing there. And then we'll slowly untwist. Arms will come forward and then reach up. Bring back into it. Hands to your heart. Humble warrior. As you come over nice and slow. Our airplane arms come back. As you press down to that inner side, feeling the pressing into the heel. And then slowly rising up. Leaning back, hands to your heart center. We'll pause, and as you fold forward again, humble warrior, hands to the mat. Step together, forward fold. This time, inhale halfway, bringing the heel of the hand just below the knee and flattening your back. Exhale to fold, and then inhale to roll up. We'll sweep the arms wide and lean back. And exhale the hands at your heart center. Take another deep breath here. We'll exhale, inhale, reaching the arms up wide, swan dive forward. Left little step and find your warrior. So reach with that big toe, roll down through that heel. Find where your feet are supporting you as you sweep back and you lift up with a flow. Yes, a flow has elegance. Inhale, exhale to lean back. And then slowly hands at your heart center, pausing there. Take another breath and inhale back up and open the arms wide, and we'll take that little twist as you twist around. And then you should feel into that sensation if you need to reposition the feet. Slowly, we'll come all the way back, inhaling up. Hands to your heart center and into your humble warrior. Pausing here. Taking that deep inhale and exhale. And then slowly, as we bring the arms back to airplane, and you come all the way back up, feel the movements of the glute, the quad, the hamstring. Another breath, and back over into humble warrior. As you step the foot forward, we'll come into a half lift, and then down, and then inhale to roll all the way up. Stop in Samasthiti right here. Samasthiti, standing at attention, palms open those fingers wide. Take the wrist and flex it in opposition to what it does when you're in down dog and plank. Slowly let it release, and then inhale wide into Tadasana. Exhale, lean back. Inhale to center yourself, and can you float your heels up just a little bit and find balance, and then back down as your hands come into your heart center. We'll take another deep breath. Exhale, chin to chest, roll forward. Feet step back to plank. Pause in your plank right here. Squeeze your elbows inwards. Bend the knees and press into bear. And then come into your down dog. And as we walk into our down dog and we find that position, by now, those heels may be coming closer to the mat. So pressing down into that right leg as we bend the left knee. And you take that leg all the way back. And again, we find that it's really a dog. And then let's come into a hip opener. Bend that left heel towards your right hip and start to spin the knee up towards the ceiling. So as you feel the sensation of spinning that knee, you feel the hip open. And then slowly we'll extend it out and then come into your plank position. In your plank position, can you roll over and come into a side plank? Use the hips. And then slowly back down. And right there, you can take a child's pose if you'd like. Reaching back, taking that deep inhale and exhale. And what was your experience through that movement? Take a deep breath. Come into your plank position as you come forward. Tuck your toes. Come into bear. Slowly come into your down dog. Arrive in here again, let the head relax. This time, all your weight goes into your left side and we'll slowly extend that right leg back. And press your belly closer. Feel into the strength and then into sunbird, dropping that leg over, spinning the hip open. Extend the leg. Come into your plank. I'm going to slide that right hand just a little bit to get it under my shoulder. Set you up for success. And then slowly we can come back over and come into your child's pose. Coming all the way back, release those arms. Let's take the palms together, bring them back over your head. Take a deep inhale and exhale. And then slowly bringing the hands all the way out. With the hands in front of you, we'll slowly bring yourself forward. Finding that child pose plank. Tuck your toes, come into bear. Slowly come into down dog. In your down dog position, you take your left knee down to the mat and your right knee extended out. And again, lining up the left hand under that left shoulder as you spread your right arm. And then finding that side position, pull the head back, push the chest, open the collarbones. Can you push off that hand and come all the way up? There we go. We have to find it, yeah? Always have to find it. And then come into gate pose. I'm sorry for all the interruptions that have happened with the music taking a louder tempo, the dog deciding he needed to bark at the air blowing in the wind. And then he's coming all the way over. That doesn't usually happen. So we'll come all the way back. So sometimes when we come into postures, maybe that doesn't usually happen. Right? So take and just sway side to side. And then maybe take a nice little hip circle. And then the other direction. You pause here. I'll tuck your toes. Let's take and come over onto that other side. Thread that arm through, find that side position, push off. And gate pose. Slowly we'll come all the way up. Windmilling the arms over, back into table. From table, we'll tuck your toes, come into your down dog. In our down dog, we'll pause here. So noticing the rotation of the hips, if I take that left knee and dip it under and begin to rotate it to set down on that side, And we'll sit down as we bring that leg across. So pulling that leg under you. Taking that deep breath, let's just hug that leg in. Pausing for a moment just to feel into the sensations that show up there. And then we'll slowly just take a nice little twist. Remember we started with twists. So maybe your elbow just comes to your knee and that's great. Or maybe you'd rather just stay and hug it, and that's great too. And if you can thread it through, maybe we find that mudra we started with again. Taking that deep inhale and exhale. Slowly we'll untwist. Come all the way back around into your table position. Come into your down dog as you press into your down dog. And then we'll let this time that right knee will drop towards the mat as you let your hips spin around and you sit. So sometimes as we come into different postures, what our hips are doing, we need to focus on that. Especially as women, that's our center of gravity. Take that deep inhale, sit tall, and exhale into it. And then whenever you're ready, take your arms out wide. Maybe you just hug that knee, or maybe you're able to slide that arm across. Or maybe I'll wiggle into that position. And then we'll pause there and find that mudra. That Surya Mudra, clarity, personal power, self-esteem. It helps us in this mudra, helps us to assimilate life experiences. We've had many of those. So find that inner light as you come back into easy sitting position. And again, we'll find that mudra. Take that deep inhale and exhale. As you breathe in and slowly out. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Finding that inner light and the peace within. Moving and flowing, gentle and easy. Recognizing every step, every movement. Connecting the mind and the body. Please join me again. I don't usually have all the interruptions of the disruptive music and dogs barking and that type of thing. I do live in an area where there are a lot of animals, love them to death. I don't like when I get a shock though, all of a sudden, from nowhere. So take that deep breath, we'll exhale and let go of what didn't happen. Enjoy and appreciate bringing in what did. Many blessings to you today. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. If you go to movementfocus.com, mini classes are offered on Zoom as well as in the studio.